I was born and raised in Laos, and I came here back in the 80s during the Vietnam War. We settled back in over in San Francisco Bay Area with my family back in the 80s, and I decided to get married and move out here to Northern Virginia because my husband lived out here. I've been here about actually over 30 years now. In Northern Virginia is one of my favorite places to live. 10 years ago, I decided, because a lot of people not knowing about where is Laos, so I decided to take over Thai restaurant, which is very similar, very close neighbor country. So I took over that, and I decided to, kind of make a secret menu serving Lao dishes at a time, and become a known in DC, Northern Virginia area. It's not too far; it's about a few miles from here. It's called Padaek, Padaek. So that's my first restaurant, and I'm still out there cooking. If you happen to be out in the area, stop by, say hi. And my other second location is in DC. That was opened about 5 years ago. So basically the whole background is I was a mom, and I was a home cook, and I decided to take over the restaurant because I love to cook and I love to share my food, my culture. So Padaek, what is Padaek is about? Padaek is about Lao and Thai food. We just not focus on Lao food, it's also Thai food. So that's where I came from. If you happen to want to try our food, please come by and let us know that you're from this area. Today I'm going to go ahead and use the frozen lemongrass, which has already been gone. It's been frozen. You can cut it in half, and I'm going to save the rest back in the freezer, put in one of the container. I'm going to use this about 4 tablespoons. I'm going to go and add about 4 tablespoons in here. 4 tablespoons of lemongrass. So I'm a little bit messy. And I'm having here is so you can get also coconut milk in the can. You can use any brand, but my preference is Chef Choice, but you can use any brand of coconut milk. You're gonna go ahead and add about 4 tablespoons of coconut milk. Now for coconut milk, I like to add oil because oil tends to tenderize the meat. So I like to add about a couple tablespoons of oil. So I like to use fish sauce to add extra umami, but if you don't have fish sauce, you can use thin soy sauce, or you can use cucumber soy sauce. You can use any kind of soy sauce you have in your pantry. I'm going to use about 1 tablespoonful of fish sauce or thin soy sauce if you have thin soy sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and put about 1 teaspoon of salt, table salt or sea salt. About 1 teaspoon of grounded black pepper, or if you have white pepper, you can also use white pepper. And I'm going to go ahead again, you can use fresh garlic, you can crush it with lemongrass or not. If not, then you can use about 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder. And this is the curry powder. I like to use the Asian brand curry powder, but if you can't find it in Whole Foods or Trader Joe or any supermarket, you can use any brand of curry powder. Any curry powder would work too. Okay, so to go ahead and marinate it, you can put on your gloves and dip your hand in there. You can go ahead and marinate it and leave it in your cooler for a couple hours, but the best I would recommend to marinate it overnight. I'm going to grill this each side for about between 5 to 7 minutes on each side, and this should be served up to 4 people. Then move to the grill. So we're going to go ahead and put this straight to the grill. So basically the grilled chicken is done, so you can eat however you like. You can eat it as a whole, serve it as a whole on the plate, and eat it with utensil and fork and knife. The way I like to eat it is I like to cut it first. So I kind of like to cut it on like a bite side. This will be something is easier to eat. And then I put on a plate. So after I put on a plate, what you can do is you can pour the sauce over, or you can just use your hand to grab the sticky rice. This is the sticky rice that we serve in the restaurants. And what I like to do is I like to grab the chicken, and I like to go ahead and use the chicken and the sticky rice. So basically the sticky rice utensil, dip it in there, and that's how I eat it, just like this. Okay, so let me talk about the sauce. So the sauce is gel. Gel is a traditional Laotian sauce. Basically how we make gel is we make with fresh Thai chili. So you can get fresh Thai chili again in local supermarket. Maybe about this portion, you probably need about a couple Thai chili. If you like it spicy, if you don't, just put like maybe half. And you're gonna use about a couple garlic, and maybe 1 teaspoon of sugar, and about maybe a few tablespoons of fish sauce. You can use any kind of brand of fish sauce. You put in the small blender, and then after you finish that, you pour in the serving bowl, a small serving bowl, and you squeeze up lime juice on it, and that's how you make it. It's very easy, very simple, and it's very good with not just sticky rice, also good with jasmine rice. It's also good with any kind of grill. So it don't have to be grilled chicken. It can be all kinds of grilled meat, grilled steak, grilled fish, or seafood, things like that. So basically all the ingredients I use today, you can ask again, go get a supermarket nearby.